What's up,
There he
everybody? Good
is.
morning. It's football Sunday. We are finally friggin' here. Welcome to
That's right.
season two, episode
See,
6. Look at this guy. We'll
you
get to this
see,
guy in a
you
minute.
see.
Anyways, my name's Richard. That guy right there is Michael. Welcome to Eat Breathe Football Season 2.
Yeah.
And I was going to wear my shirt, but I don't want to be biased. But everybody knows who I root for. So, anyways,
Come on, man. You got to represent. None of that bias shit. We're all fans of different teams here, man.
um,
You
but
know.
um,
I mean,
But yeah, how's the screen look over there? I got you on a little screen here, and then I got you. I got a big screen in the corner. Your screen. Maybe if you swap yours, Mike. If you rotate your screen, because I got my phone sideways.
that should be good.
Should be good like that.
Yeah. Let's try it. Because usually when this screen is like this, it usually works out better.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, we'll try it this way.
Sounds
And
good.
I just
Anyways,
got. I got to get the Giant shirt in the frame. That's
I
all.
just took my stuff out. Well, I got my Redskin shorts on. I'm gonna go put my shirt on as soon as I'm done eating breakfast here. But thank you, Mike.
Timmy's. Wow.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
You guys know my Sunday
Yeah.
ritual. My blueberry, old fashioned glazed blueberry donut from Timmy's.
Oh my. Rich, you're not supposed to eat while you're videoing. Nobody
Mm,
wants to see you
well,
eat, man.
listen, that shit is good. A little bit of
All
coffee.
right. Anyways, so while he's
Anyways,
eating and
guys.
everything, I'll
Yeah.
while he's
Anyways, guys.
eating,
I'm
I'll
hoping
say,
you're enjoying your coffee and stuff. Tea in the morning. It was a beautiful weekend. Not here though. It was all foggy, shitty. But the sun's out now, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent day around here. Fog's blown out. Anyways, what do you got to say, Mike?
I was gonna say that, yeah, it's a good weekend for football. The drafts are done, the fantasy guys are done. They got the rosters locked in. Everybody's making sure the rosters and lineups are good.
Man,
First weekend of football, and man, there's so many storylines around the league. It's ridiculous. We can't even
Aaron
think of
Rodgers.
them all.
Aaron Rodgers
I'm,
going to the
I'm, I'm,
Jets.
man, you got rookie quarterbacks, you got, injuries already in the league, you got it's just across the board. You got the Jets going, you got the Bills Jets right off the bat, tomorrow night. That's gonna be man, I can't wait. Not even a fan of either of them, but I
That's
can't
a
wait to watch it.
that's just about as good as watching as the Lions in Kansas City Thursday night. The Lions upsetting
Well,
them.
here's the thing about it. So let's think about what we learned about that game.
Yep.
First of all, that upsets can happen.
Yep.
um, you know, I think, like I said, when I said that, when you're a Super Bowl champion, you're going to get the best from every team you play. Detroit came in there, they were locked in, they were loaded, and they did it. They did what they had to do to get a win. Dan Campbell, he put in a hell of a that was a hell of a game by Detroit. Now, yeah, did Trav, the Kansas City came in, looked a little sluggish. Obviously, you can tell what Kansas City is like when you take Travis Kelsey out of that offense and when you take Chris Jones out of that defense.
Oh, totally
The
different. Totally
defense,
different.
Detroit ran the ball,
Yep.
and
Couldn't
I don't know
stop the
about
run.
me,
They couldn't stop the
and
run.
I don't know about you, but Patrick Mahomes, at times he looked lost because he doesn't have his check down go to Travis Kelsey,
Yep.
who's arguably the best tight end in the league, and now you can see why. But drop passes, all kinds of stuff happening. I mean, yeah, it's only week one, but a little bit of confidence for Detroit, knowing that they went in and got the win.
Yep.
So congratulations on them. And Patrick, they got to go back and realign and say, hey, man, we won a Super Bowl, but shit, we're going to get the best punch from every team. So, a lot of folks, a couple of guys messaged me, well, it's only one
It
game.
is. It's only
I
one
said,
game.
listen, it's only one game, correct. But, we already said earlier that we already know who the four powerhouses are in the AFC. And when you're those four powerhouses, a loss is a big deal.
Well, especially a
And,
loss like that when you're at home and you should win. I mean, I honestly personally think if they would have had Kelsey in that game, Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey would have hooked up. They'd at least gotten field goal range and won the game.
yeah, but I mean, look how many drop passes were by receivers from
Yeah.
Kansas City. So
Yeah.
you could just tell that Patrick Mahomes wasn't in his best form.
Yep.
I mean, he didn't play hardly. I don't even think he played at all in preseason. So it's going to take some of these veterans. It's going to take them, a week or 2 or 3 weeks just to get back in that form. But obviously, you can tell that anything's possible. Because nobody gave Detroit a chance to go into KC and beat them, and
Well,
they
I
beat
mean,
them.
honestly, I truthfully believe that if the spread would have stayed at 6.5 with Kelsey in there, I truly believe they would have beat him by more than 6.5 because him and Kelsey would have had
Yeah,
a huge night.
yeah. It's
But
like it's just like when you take the number one player off any offense, how the offense is going to struggle. But you know what? Like I said, it's one game, and that just puts more pressure on these other teams. Like the Bills Jets game. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on that game because now that you see that Kansas City already lost, it's only one game, but still, I mean, you win that one game, you stay a game above Kansas City. And
Yep.
if your whole goal for the powerhouse in the AFC is to go to the Super Bowl, you want the AFC Championship game at home.
Yep.
And if Cincinnati gets it at home, if Buffalo gets it at home, if Kansas City gets it at home, if the Jets gets it at home, that's going to be huge. So it is one game, but we'll see how the season starts out. But other than that, man, there's so many storylines. I can't wait to watch football today. See how the rookie quarterbacks play.
Yeah.
See how terrible they look. How they realize how fast the NFL is.
Man, CJ Stroud.
And then
CJ Stroud going into Baltimore with that Baltimore front four defense. Jesus.
I know. It's gonna be crazy. But. So, anyways, what do you got for picks, man? What do you got for picks?
Well, I'm gonna give you.
I got my list down. I got my list down. I'm ready. And let's go through them real quick. And
yeah, I got my board here. I already wrote all mine down, so I'll roll off all my stuff first, and then you can give me yours, and I'll write them down. So,
damn, Rich is legit.
Obviously, we
obviously
had Kansas City minus 6.5 until the spread changed. We tried doing a video the other day, guys, and it didn't work out, so we just deleted it. But we were taking Lions plus 4.5.
Yeah.
But anyways, we went
on that.
I'm going Washington minus 7.5 or 7. It's really scary if the line's 7 for me. I don't want to jinx it, but they're at home. They really should have no problem with Arizona because Arizona's got a lot of hurt people, and they're starting that Josh Dobbs kid, and
yeah.
This should be at least a 10-point win for Washington today, at least.
Okay.
I'm going Baltimore. Baltimore minus 9.5. Some people got it at 10. Baltimore again should win by more than 10 against Houston, especially at home. You're playing against a rookie quarterback. There's no excuses why this game should be close. No excuses.
Yep.
I like the Saints at home minus the 3. I think it could even have gone up to 3.5, but I still like the Saints either way.
Yep.
I like the Chargers at minus 3. It looks like it went up to 3.5. Doesn't matter. I still like the Chargers at home. That's probably going to be a high-scoring game because the Chargers really haven't done anything better to their defense. Really. Right. Here's one of my my shockers. Well, maybe not to some people, but I'm taking the Packers plus the 1 over the Bears.
All right, I got you. Okay.
Yep. So I'm taking. Here's another one that's going to be a shocker. This is actually it's not one of my upset picks, but it could be. I like the Patriots at home plus the 4. People are going to think I'm crazy, especially Philly fans. But spread should be a lot more than 4. I'm sorry. Than that. And the last time Philadelphia played at New England, I know Tom Brady was there, but the last time Philadelphia played at New England beat them 17-10 in 2019.
Okay.
Remember that.
All right.
I'm taking the Giants plus 3.5, just because I can't stand Dallas and sorry, Cowboys fans, I just can't stand you. And I like Seattle, but the friggin' line keeps fluctuating, and some screens have it at 4.5, which I don't like it because we know what happens with teams minus 4.5 at home. They lose. And then some screens got Seattle up to 5.5. So I don't know. The line keeps fluctuating. And these are my 3 upset special picks for the day. I like the Colts at home plus 4.5 over what do you call it? Christ, who the hell Colts playing at home? I forgot. Jacksonville. Remember people, who did Jacksonville lose to last year in Indianapolis? I know they had some weapons around and Jonathan Taylor. Colts beat them last year 34-27 in Indy. The Colts had the Jacksonville's number, so watch out for that game. And I like them with 4.5 at home, I'm telling you. That line should be way more than that with Jonathan Taylor out, and they're starting a rookie quarterback? Come on. I like Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh at home plus the 2.5. I like that for an upset. And the other upset I like is I like the Browns at home against Cincinnati. You know Joe Burrow is 1-4 all time against Cleveland, and he's 0-2 in the last 2 times he had to go to Cleveland to play them. He's 0-2. He hasn't won there yet in Cleveland. So Cleveland's got his number like Burrow's got Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City's number. That's how it is. Yep. And This real quick is my top 3 picks. I'm going Washington, Baltimore, and Atlanta. My top 3 for the day. That's who I like. If you're taking 3-team parlay or whatever, I like the Redskins, Baltimore, and Atlanta. I like Minnesota too, but that's a weird line too because that keeps fluctuating. It was 6, then 5.5. My phone says 4.5 on my phone, and then everything else says 5.5. But so I got away from it. I got away from that one. So yeah, there you go, Mike.
All right, let me run down mine. So I got my first pick. I got Atlanta at home -3.
Okay.
I got Baltimore -10 over Houston. I agree with you. I take Cleveland at home, Eddie. That's my first upset.
So you got Baltimore. You got Baltimore at -10, right? Yeah.
Yep. Baltimore -10. I got Cleveland at home beating Cincinnati.
Okay. Yep.
I got Jacksonville -5 over the Colts. Just because I think the Colts. I don't know. I think Jacksonville is an upgrade, and I think Colts don't have much.
I know.
Except Anthony Richards.
So you got the Jag. You got the Jags. What's your spread at? 5 or 4.5?
5.
5.
So I got Jacksonville -5.
Okay. All right. Yep.
So just because I think they win by a touchdown.
Do you? Okay.
I got Minnesota -6 over Tampa Bay.
All right. Yep.
I got the Saints -3 over Tennessee. I agree with you. I got Pittsburgh winning at home over San Fran.
Mike and Pittsburgh too. I can't believe you're going Cleveland.
Well, because I think Cleveland at home. Cincinnati. I think that's a division game. Cincinnati and Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, a little bit of rivalry.
Yep.
And when you're Cleveland, you're in a dog pound, man. That defense, Myles Garrett. I think it's going to give Joe Burrow trouble. Yep. I like Pittsburgh at home over San Fran. People are going to think we're crazy. Well, you know what? Why is San Fran only giving up 2.5?
And it's down to 2. Now it says on the screen, it says it's 2.
Yeah, that's going to be an upset. Pittsburgh's going to win that game.
I think so.
Now that, but San Fran being a 1:00 game, West Coast teams have a very terrible West Coast teams that play at 1:00
on the East Coast
terrible road record.
Yep.
It's your biological clock is like waking up and playing a game at 9:00 in the morning.
Yep.
I like Washington over Arizona because Arizona's just Washington's at home. And
where did you have it at, Mike? 7 or 7.5?
What?
The Redskins game.
It's like 7. I don't care. I don't care about the spread. They should win. I think they're going to win by 10 or more.
Yeah, they should.
Arizona's bad, and you're starting a rookie quarterback. Washington should be fine.
Yeah.
I got Chicago beating Green Bay.
Woo!
Just because. Yeah, I got Chicago -1 over Green Bay just because Chicago's at home.
Okay.
I think Justin Fields has got to shine a little bit, and with all the weapons, it's a division game, and with all the weapons that Green Bay lost.
Yep.
I think it's going to take a couple games for those to gel. Jordan Love's it's his first rookie start, and it's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
I got Denver. I got Denver -3.5 over the Raiders.
Yeah, that was the one I didn't give you yet. I was going to switch that, but that's the one. Because the spread keeps fluctuating, messing me up. But I was going to take the Raiders because supposedly Jerry Jeudy for Denver's out. That's their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, but I think with Sean being the new head coach, this is a break. This is a year of make it or break it for Russell Wilson. So he's got to show up.
So you got Denver -3.5. Yeah.
I got Denver -3.5. Then I got the Chargers over Miami. Chargers -3 over Miami. My next upset, I'm taking New England at home over Philly.
Come on, you're doing it too.
I love them. I think New England at home over Philly. I mean, Coach Belichick has got something up his sleeve. New England's going to have to take some chances. And, the Super Bowl hangover is real. Just to let everybody know.
Yes, it is.
I like Seattle. -5.5 over the Rams. Seattle's at home playing a banged-up Rams team. Rams team don't have Cooper Kupp. And they lost some people. The championship when they won, half those players are gone. They have a terrible offensive line. Rams at Seattle. Seattle's always a place hard to play. And my last pick, obviously, I'm taking the Giants over Dallas. Yeah. I think just because the Giants are at home, I think they win that finally. They get that hump over the 10-0 Dallas Cowboys against Giants.
Yep.
And I think because the Giants are at home, Sunday Night Football, I think the Giants, they're going to have to take some chances. Maybe go for it on 4th downs, do some craziness, take some shots down the field. It's going to be a close game. but I got to take the Giants with the spread. And
Yeah.
I think, I just think it's going to be a close game. But I think at the end, I think the Giants, with the offensive weapons and with the defensive weapons that they've added, I mean, they got to beat Dallas.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott is 10-0 against the Giants. If you can't beat Dallas, then you can't go nowhere. So this is the first. This is a shut up or win kind of game.
Because the next game,
opening.
the next game you're going to have to play in Dallas, and you're probably not going to win that game. Right?
Well, I mean, you never know, but I think more pressure is on. When you're 10-0, you're kind of like, we're just going to go in. We already know we're going to win because we're 10-0.
Yeah.
But the Giants, it's prime time. Daniel Jones has to show up. You just got paid a huge salary, so you better show up and win at home against your rival. It's that simple. And then the next one is I got the Jets with the 2.5 over the Bills. I think the Jets win by a field goal.
Yeah.
But there's so many different storylines in this game, and it's just going to be a great game to watch because the only reason why I'm taking the Jets because I think the Jets on roster-wise is a better team. I also think the Jets are at home. I think if this game was in Buffalo with Von Miller,
right,
I think Buffalo would win.
Yep.
But I think because it's in New York and it's Monday Night Football and it's Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, I think the Jets have more weapons as far as the running backs. I just like the Jets, but it's going to be a good game. I mean, I hope Buffalo wins for the Bills fans. But I'm just taking the Jets because I think they have a better roster, and I think the Jets game is going to – I think they're at home.
Yeah.
Or they are at home, so I think they're going to win. But it's going to be a close go. It's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a division game. It's going to come down to the last possession probably, and it's going to be somebody kicking a field goal.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So you're going to have so you got about 3 upset picks because you're taking – well, the Browns really isn't an upset because they're at home. So you're basically an upset. So you like the Pats at home. That's an upset.
Oh, it is an upset. Well, it is an upset because Cincinnati's giving them points.
I know it.
So Cincinnati's a favorite.
I know it.
So it is an upset. So I'm taking Cleveland, I'm taking Pittsburgh, and I'm taking New England.
Damn. Okay.
And I'm taking the Giants. That's good. That would be an upset because the Giants are getting points. And I'm taking the Jets because that would be an upset because the Jets are getting points.
Okay, so all right, so you got the Browns, Pats, Giants. Who's the other one? We got 3 there: Giants, Pats, Pitt. I mean, you got Pitt. Yep. Pitt plus.
Yeah, I got 5. I got Cleveland, Pittsburgh, New England, Giants, Jets.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh. That's 4. Well, that's 5, but you only gave me 4. We'll run through it again.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh, New England, Giants, Jets.
Jets is the one. Yeah, Jets. Okay, yeah.
So those are my picks.
Yeah, you can almost say. See, it's kind of hard saying that Jets are. That's an upset because they're at home, right? But they're underdogs, so it's an upset.
Yeah, if you're taking a team with the points, it's an underdog.
Yep.
But we'll see how that plays out because there's tons of storylines today. So we're gonna have to wait and see how this. The first week you're gonna get all the crazy wins. You're gonna get that team that's supposed to win and doesn't. You're gonna get that shocker team that should get blown out and wins by a field goal because it's week 1.
Yep.
Nothing to be scared about. It's week 1, but it's like with football. You gotta wait. You gotta give teams like 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks to gel.
Yeah.
Because with free agency, a lot of teams got different players. You got to see it different. You got to see how they gel together. And you know what? Without these starters playing much in preseason, this first game is basically like a preseason game because it's their first live action all off season. So it's going to take a game or 2 to get the rust out.
Yeah.
And we'll probably see some great crazy play. We'll probably see the Cincinnati pick 6 or whatever it is. But being that it's the first week, it's always the craziest.
Yep. Mike.
And then by week 4, you're going to be like, oh, well, that team that was supposed to be 4-0 is now 1-3, and that team that was supposed to be 0-3 is now 4-0. So then you're gonna be like, wow, look at for example, we'll be like, wow, look at Chicago Bears. They're 3-1. They're not supposed. Or look at Carolina. Wow, the Carolina pulled off the upset against Atlanta, and now they're 3-0. We're like, how the hell is Carolina 3-0? They haven't done nothing. They ain't got nobody. Well, but that's what we're talking about in a couple weeks. So
Well,
not Carolina, but just in general.
look at Kansas City. They got to go play at Jacksonville next week. At Jacksonville. Guess who gave them the fight in the playoffs last year?
Yep.
Jacksonville.
Yep.
Now they
Well,
go.
Travis.
Now they got to go to
Well,
Jacksonville, and if they got to go there without Kelsey and Jones, whoo,
well, I just think we all know how Travis Kelce was for that offense, and I think if they had both those players, I don't think they would have lost in Detroit.
no, I don't
But
think so.
even
It's what it
the
is.
proof is in the numbers. I mean, when Chris Jones doesn't play, the defense is different, and when you take a number one off an offense like Kansas City, the offense is different. I mean,
You can't down a team because they can only play the players that are on the field. It's not their fault that Kelsey and Jones didn't play, and you can't give them that excuse of, well, that's why you won because we had two of our best players out. Well, it's not our fault, right?
Yeah, yeah. So that's it, man.
Mike,
Other
what's your top three picks for the day? Like, what's your top three? Who do you like?
I like my top three is probably going to be my top three regardless.
Like if you were to bet a ticket at 1 o'clock and you like three teams and you wanted to put like $20 on it or whatever, your top three teams for 1 o'clock you would take, yeah.
I like Baltimore at home. I like Cleveland at home, and I would probably take Pittsburgh at home.
Damn, you took freaking two hard games.
You want three locks? All right,
Yeah,
I'll give you.
That's why I took the Redskins, Baltimore, and Atlanta.
All right, my three locks would be Baltimore, Washington, and Seattle.
Seattle, okay.
Yep, I think Seattle wins at home against the Rams because I think the Rams do not have Cooper Kupp, and it's a division game, and Seattle's giving up 5.5, so they're probably going to win by a touchdown. I think Washington at home playing a rookie quarterback, their defense should take care of that.
Yeah.
And being that it's -7, I think Washington wins by 13.
Yeah.
And I like Baltimore at home playing against Houston with a rookie quarterback. Baltimore's at home. They got some offensive weapons, and Lamar Jackson's going to go off, and the spread is 10. So I can see Baltimore maybe winning I'm going to say 31-10. I'm going to say 31-10.
Yeah.
Yep, because Baltimore's a tough place to play. The defense is still good, and Lamar Jackson's got some weapons. They drafted Zay Flowers. They got Odell Beckham. Lamar Jackson's feet still run like crazy. He got paid. Yeah. Lamar Jackson got paid, so time to show up, bro. Yeah. Time to show up at Baltimore and crush Houston. Yeah. And that's my three picks.
Mike, did you see what Joe Burrow got paid the other day, dude? $55 million a year. That's ridiculous, man. God.
Well, pretty soon, these quarterbacks are going to be getting paid so much that, I mean, you ain't going to be able to pay anybody else.
No.
I mean, it's going to be quarterback and then a bunch of no names.
Yep.
Because, Joe Burrow, they paid him because, he can't hit the free agent market. And, that's kind of a little bit of incentive, to go out and win the Super Bowl. That's a little bit of here, Burrow. You just got a lot of money. Now, I don't know if that's more pressure or not, but, we already know Joe Burrow is going to be there in the playoffs. It's just a matter of where they're going to be seated.
Yeah.
And, but I'll tell you what, if he just got paid and they go into Cleveland and lose against the Browns, that ain't going to look good.
I almost wanted to say it on Thursday before the KC game when I saw that friggin' spread change. I was like, you know what? You know what's going to happen this weekend? Kansas City's going to lose. They lost. Cincinnati's going to lose today, and Buffalo's going to lose tomorrow. The top three teams in the AFC week 1 go down. It's
possible. It's possible. And then when we're in week 13, we're going to be, man, remember when Cincinnati lost week 1? Or remember when they lost week 1 to the Browns? Or, remember when the Bills lost week 1? Or, any of these teams?
It was either last year or the year before. Buffalo was at home week 1. They were 6.5 or 7-point favorites, and they lost to Pittsburgh. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, week 1, you can take it as it is because nobody knows what's going to be expected.
Right.
It's a first game, and the crowd, all these players are meshing. You got your starter, you got your rosters, but everything changes over the season.
Yeah.
So you take it as you can. A week 1 loss sucks, but it don't mean nothing, honestly.
It really does.
We'll see what happens.
Like I said, man. Just for you people that are maybe thinking about betting the Tampa Bay and Vikings game, another fact on that game: the last time Tampa Bay played Minnesota in Minnesota, 2020, Tampa Bay beat them 26-14. Just to let you know.
Was that Rick Sam? Was that Tampa?
Tampa Bay beat Minnesota in Minnesota 2020, 26-14. Just for anybody that's a fast check and wants to know about why
I mean,
the spread's so low, right?
It wouldn't surprise me to see. I mean, I think it would be hilarious if Tampa Bay went into Minnesota.
Can you imagine that?
And if Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield goes into Minnesota and beats Minnesota without Dalvin Cook, shocker.
And Tampa Bay doesn't even have Russell Cage. I think he's out for the year. I think he tore his ACL.
Something like that, but that wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
Especially with the points. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, that could come down to a field goal probably, but I want to see Minnesota without Dalvin Cook.
Me too. I'd like to see if they how hard it's going to be to score against Tampa's defense, because Tampa's defense really isn't nothing, right? They couldn't stop anybody last year.
Yeah, they got Madison, because Dalvin Cook's gone. They didn't want to pay him, which is, crazy in itself. But now they got Madison, who's never been a starter, who's never had a full workload. So it's going to be interesting to see how Minnesota hangs up against Tampa Bay. And it's going to see how Minnesota, how they fare without having Dalvin Cook, who was a huge part of their offense. And they're like, okay, well, we don't care if you're a huge part of the offense. We'll just let you, we'll let you leave because we don't think you're worth it, which is obviously. And then now watch, he's going to go to New York with Aaron Rodgers and watch win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. He very well could. They said he's going to get most of the bulks of carries. They're going to bring Breece Hall back slowly. They're talking Dalvin Cook probably get like 18 to 20 carries a game.
Listen, Rich, what would be the most, if you could pick two teams, what would be the two teams that would be the most exciting Super Bowl? I already got my two right now. The most exciting Super Bowl right now.
Man.
I already got my two teams. Now, most exciting, like most anticipated. It would be crazy because of both teams.
I think it would really be cool to see Buffalo against San Francisco. That would be a really cool Super Bowl. But
all right, well, you got one of them. Mine would be Buffalo and Philly.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. One of the people on the other network I was watching this morning, they gave their picks for this weekend, who they think's going to Super Bowl. One of them said Seattle's going to Super Bowl.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah, I would love to see a Bills Philadelphia Super Bowl, and I want to see Buffalo win by a field goal.
That'd be a high scoring game.
That would be great. That would be a high scoring game, but it would also be, I think it would get a shitload of ratings because, Philadelphia, their second time back. And obviously because of Buffalo, I'd love to see Buffalo win a Super Bowl. But I think it'd be great to see Buffalo beat Philly and see Jalen Hurts go 0-2. But we'll see. That's a long way away. So we'll see how the season starts out.
Man, they got Josh Allen as the favorite to win the MVP this year. He's the favorite.
Yeah.
I don't see it. So I like Josh Allen a lot. I think he's a beast. I think he's an awesome quarterback. But I don't know, like he can do whatever he wants. I'd rather have a Super Bowl MVP and a Super Bowl ring than an MVP trophy.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, you never know how the season's going to play out. I mean, he's got a lot of pressure on him because, like I said, his window of opportunity is, somebody just pushed it a little bit more closer with being in that division, and how now you got to deal with fucking Aaron Rodgers twice a year.
Wow.
You got to deal with Tua twice a year. You got to deal with Patrick Mahomes. You got to deal with Joe Burrow. You got to deal with, the AFC's loaded. We already discussed that. So it's going to be a fight to the top.
Yeah, I know.
I think whoever wins the AFC is probably going to win the Super Bowl, because I don't think there's only maybe one or two teams in the NFC that can compete with the AFC teams right now.
Maybe Cincinnati and Baltimore, but Baltimore is a big if too, because you don't even know how their defense is going to play.
Yeah.
They'll be able to score points. Christ, they got enough weapons on offense.
I just think whoever goes to the Super Bowl for the AFC is going to win the Super Bowl, because I don't think anybody really in the NFC has enough firepower to compete with them. Yeah. I like San Fran, but San Fran's got, like I said, Brock Purdy. I don't think he's good as everybody says. Now you got a year. You got a year of game film on him.
Yep.
And we'll see how that plays out. But
yep.
That's it, man. Week 1 is here. Everybody's got their fantasy lineups. Everybody got the draft is over.
Everybody that's going to the games today, have fun at your games. Drink some beer or water, whatever you do at your games. Have a blast. Some of us are going to win today. Unfortunately, some of us are going to lose. It's going to suck, and it sucks losing opening day. Damn, it sucks.
the stress level on everybody just went up.
Man, I got like a couple hours here. So I got like a couple hours here because it starts there 1 o'clock. It don't start here till 2. So I think I might go for a walk and blow off a little steam because I'm so anxious. Because you can't take any team lightly. I don't care how bad you think they suck.
Well, it's gonna be week one, and you're gonna be watching, playoff game. Week one, we're watching games. The next thing you know, some team like Houston gets out to a 14-0 lead. You're
I
gonna be
know
like,
it.
what the fuck? You took Baltimore to crush them, and Houston, and you know what? It's possible because Baltimore goes in, they're big favorites,
I'm
big
just
spread.
yeah.
Houston's, and the next thing you know, first play of the game, Baltimore, fumbles the ball. Houston picks up, runs for a touchdown. They get that momentum going.
Yep.
Next thing you know, here comes C.J. Stroud, and next thing you know, boom, they're up 14-0. You're like, well, there goes that pick.
You know what?
So that's football, man. That's just you just don't never know, and that's why the anxiety is up the roof, over the roof, however you want to say it. Everybody's stressed out. Those fans will be half tanked today in the bag because they'll be drinking all day, and by 8 o'clock when the game kicks off, they're all going to be drunk. You're going to have to be drunk to watch that game because you know damn well Bills fans are
Man, that's gonna
stressing.
be
They
like
know they're
watching.
stressing.
It's gonna be like watching the Super Bowl tomorrow, man. Jets and Bills. You can't get a better opening game. My lord.
I know that's gonna be exciting. I think that game is almost more exciting than the Denver Giants game because a lot of people are taking Dallas obviously because of the record. But man, that Bills Jets game, man, I'll be excited to watch it, man. You gotta see how Aaron Rodgers is gonna do.
I want to see. I want to see how the offensive line for the Jets blocks for Rodgers, and I want to see Buffalo's defense without Von Miller in there.
Yeah,
That's what
I mean. There's so many storylines down the list. Atlanta with their quarterback.
Atlanta's gonna look pretty good this year, I think.
Yep.
They got a lot of weapons.
You got a lot of rookies starting this season.
Man.
So it's gonna be fun to watch.
I'm gonna keep flipping back and forth watching that Pittsburgh game. That's gonna be a good game to watch too. That's all defense right there. All defense.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh, San Fran. Yeah. Let's see how Brock Purdy plays on the road against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, against that defense. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they say Pittsburgh is like a little sleeper.
I took them to make the playoffs. It wouldn't shock me a bit if they won the division. Honestly, it wouldn't shock me at all. Nope.
Well, we'll see.
Mike, be a little bit of a sleeper. Mike, it's all there, guys. It's all there.
Jesus.
We're gonna see who does today, and when we come back tomorrow night, talk a little bit about the Bills game. But you guys already know we're both going Jets, so we got that locked up. Do our shout outs tomorrow, and Mike will talk, and we'll decide what games you want to do shout outs for. My shout out Mondays. Give props to all the teams that won, who shined on your team, who scored, what defense showed up and dominated today. Yep. Mike, here's my last surprise for you, buddy. You ready?
You got flow? I see the cap. You got flow. Yeah, baby. He got some flow. That's a bigger jug, too.
I haven't even opened it yet. I'm opening it right now and tasting it.
Where'd you get that in? Go ahead, taste it. Tell me.
Yeah, in a Digby in the supermarket, yeah.
Man, he got the big one.
Mike, it was only $2.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know what is alkaline spring water supposed to do to you?
Supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to be better than just natural water. It's got electrolytes, so it's like electrolytes are in like Gatorade. Tastes good though, don't it?
Yeah, it's refreshing. Yeah, we went to town the other day. I looked in one store, I couldn't find it, and then we went to the other supermarket, and there was only like a few of these left. I'm like, Flow. And then I saw, like, well, I got to get at least 2, see how they taste or whatever. And I was at the cashier's cashing, and even the lady was like, she's like, I never heard of that before. I was like, yeah, this shit made in Canada. My brother gets down in Florida, has it shipped to him. I hope you're getting a deal on that. Should you buy it in bulk? Because it's got to be.
I do, yeah. I buy the smaller ones though. They're like a 16-ounce pop can. Mm-hmm. The smaller ones. You got those are the kinds that were in the fridge when we went on a cruise.
Oh yeah.
Flow, can we get a Flow sponsor? Can we get a Flow sponsor?
Hello, Canada, Flow. Yeah, I like the container too. I like the container. I like the top. I like everything about it.
Made in the CA.
I was actually shocked it was only $2. I figured it'd be like $3-4 in Canada. And
Well, it's made in Canada, so they don't have far to ship it.
yeah, but it's almost like beer. We make our own beer in freaking Canada, and it costs us an arm and a leg for it. And we ship it over there, and you guys get the same shit dirt cheap.
Well, that's because Canada loves their beer.
Well, don't punish us for it.
Canadians are a bunch of drunks, man.
Jesus. Hey, there's plenty of American football
talking about
fans
born
that are
Canadian.
drunks.
You're talking about a Canadians are drunks, and I hardly even drink alcohol, and I'm a born Canadian. Go figure.
Well, some people just don't like drinking much. It's like
Yeah. So
ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's
my only bad habit is drinking beer. I don't do it every day. There's days I go 2-3 days without drinking. And sometimes I can go a week because it all depends if it's nice inside. Then I want to have a couple beers. If it's cloudy and raining, I just drink coffee or drink water because I got to be in a certain mood to drink beer. But
Rich, last night I went out and I had a Corona.
I know, I saw that. Since when you drink Corona?
Well, just something different. It wasn't tasting bad. You definitely could taste the Mexican in it.
Yeah.
But we went out to eat and everything, and then it was nice. We sat there and ate outside. I had some rice, some salmon with some vegetables, and if you make it right, you're literally 15 feet from the ocean.
Wow.
So yeah, today it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be around 90 today.
Woo!
So it's a little warm.
Yeah. Now we went to Frankendoors. I posted on my Facebook page. We went to Frankendoors. Got some food there. Got a couple double cheeseburgers, some onion rings. Man, that shit was so good, man.
And I got a few buddies of mine. They're down here now. They're down in Miami. They're going on a cruise.
Oh yeah.
So I think Eric Carlson and I want to say Eric now, and maybe a couple other guys that used to work at US Foods. They went on a cruise this week. So
We'll run into the store real fast.
Okay.
You need anything?
No.
You want Gatorade or anything?
No. So yeah, they went on a cruise, and I said, "Be safe out there, man. Don't say hi to Lee."
Yeah.
All right. Thank God for the jet stream.
Yeah, they're already projecting.
It's going to push Lee out, which is good.
Yeah, it's going to go right.
So hopefully those guys, they have fun, stay safe out there on the cruise, man. Enjoy it. I know they're down in Miami right now. They went to dinner last night in Miami, so they're enjoying the southern hospitality and the hot ass Miami weather.
Jesus.
And after this, I'm going to go for a bike ride, go for a walk, come back, take a shower, get ready for the 1:00 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Mike,
it's week 1, man. Exciting.
Man, I can't even believe it's here. Like it's here, and it just hasn't hit me yet, right? Like it probably won't hit me till they actually show the Redskins on TV because I got the NFL Sunday ticket here, and so I'm gonna be flopping that game and the Pittsburgh game, and I still won't believe it until I actually see it, right? And you hear the music.
Yeah, I know. Now NFL Sunday ticket, it's on. You got it on YouTube, right?
No, she has a satellite up through Shaw. It's Shaw Direct, Shaw Satellite. So,
okay.
So they have a partnership or agreement, I think, with the NFL somehow that they get it and through a partnership.
Wow.
Because I didn't think we were going to be able to get it because we were going to try to get it through YouTube. She's like, well, let me call Shaw and see if they're still going to have it on the satellite, and they said yes. So I already got it up there. It's ready to go. Ready to go.
Yeah, that's got to be through Canada because I know down here.
Yeah, Shaw's Canada.
I know in the U.S.
Canada.
I know in the U.S. DirecTV lost it. They went to YouTube.
Yep.
So I had to pay for YouTube. So it's going to be a different experience. So I'm going to have to see how it plays out. I've had DirecTV forever, and I had NFL Sunday ticket. But another big thing is this big deal. I hope Bills fans back home, Mike Weaver, Lee Nack, Chris Winstill, his brother Kyle. If you guys watch this video, let me know how you guys are watching the Sunday night game. How you guys watching the Monday night game, Bills Jets? How you guys watching it? Because
it'll be on regular TV. It'll be on regular TV.
Yeah, but isn't that through ESPN though?
Yeah, but it'll be on ESPN's ABC. It'll be on ABC.
Okay.
Yeah. ESPN's ABC now.
It's locally televised, so they should be watching on probably 247.
Yeah, one of them will have it. Yeah, it'd be different.
Yeah, same thing with.
It'd be different if Buffalo was at home and it wasn't going to be a sold out game. Then it would be blacked out and it wouldn't be on TV, right?
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, same thing with the Sunday night game tonight. I think that's I'll have to see how I'm going to watch that. That should be locally televised too, but it's just
Mike, you can watch that on your local NBC channel. That's Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, this spat between ESPN and Spectrum, It's like make an agreement, man. It's like why? It's like people are bitching over money, and it's like right at the beginning of football season. It's like get over it, sign a deal, move on.
Well,
Jesus,
that's why I was glad that Shaw kept it and was gonna air it still, right? So I could so I could do there because I didn't really want to go through the YouTube thing and have Linda do it for me, and then so she just
right?
called Shaw, and Shaw was like, "No, we're still carrying it if you want it." So it's like I think it's like 50. I might have been up to 68 a month. I think now. I think it went up.
Rich,
But anyways,
Rich, are the Giants going to beat Dallas?
I think if they lose by 3. I don't see. Well, Dallas. I don't see Dallas blowing them out. I
No.
think they keep the Giants. I think the Giants got to play really good defense, and they got to run the ball and keep zacking them or dacking them off the field. If the Giants can get the running game going with Saquon, I think they got a really good shot at it. And I don't care if Dallas is 10-0 against the Giants or not. Listen, man, Mahomes was friggin' 9-0 or 5-0 in openers at home and got beat by the Lions.
And got beat.
Who some of us, a lot of people were hyping the Lions up. We were like, there's no way they're going to go there and friggin' beat Kansas City.
I didn't think they would do it.
Man,
But after watching the game
spread, I saw that friggin' spread at 4.5. I was like, God damn! I was like, and plus Kelsey's out. I was like, man, they have a shot here.
yeah,
Chris Winstow. Shout out to your buddy Chris there. He replied to you drinking that Corona. I was like, hey, what's up with Coors Light? Coors Light tastes good. He's like, that's for little girls. That's water. That's beer water.
oh,
Water,
I know.
beer.
Coors Light is
Hey, man.
Coors Light is beer water.
Hey, we're all trying to lose weight and trying to enjoy our beer and trying to not gain the calories, right? So I got rid of most of Canadian and Labatt, and I went to Coors Light, and I honestly didn't think I'd like it. I drank it, and I was like, man, this tastes pretty good. It went with my taste buds. I wasn't getting bloated or getting gas like I was with Labatt and a Labatt Light. And so I switched that. I liked it.
Rich, only you on a video talk about bloating and getting gas.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Upset Sunday. Upset Sunday, guys. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here.
The reason why I started drinking, I just took a shot at Coronas because you can't get Labatt Blue down here.
Wow.
They don't have it. All they have is Coors. And Coors, there ain't nothing to it.
Yep.
So I figured, you know what? Let me take a shot of some Corona with the lime. It wasn't bad.
It's all about your taste buds, right? Like I don't diss anybody for like I tried Corona before and I can't stand it. Like, ooh, it's just about your taste buds if you like it or not, right? So,
Rich, it's going to be interesting when we look back at week 1 tomorrow.
Especially tomorrow, we're like, I can't believe they friggin' lost at home.
And we're gonna see the teams that get shocked, and some teams that are gonna win, and we're gonna be like, what the fuck?
We're gonna be like, wow.
That's the same thing as when you play fantasy. Is when you play fantasy, you got that one quarterback or you got that one player that just goes off for 8 catches for 110 yards. Nobody knew about him.
Or you took a quarterback hoping he's going to have an awesome day and it doesn't do shit.
And he stinks it up. So it's going to be exciting. But anyways, all right, man. This is Ford. I gotta get going.
Yeah, I gotta get my walk here.
I got things to do.
Anyways, guys, send us your comments if you want, please. Let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know who your teams are, so we can comment on. We can, get some feedback on your team. Talk about your team, and hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe to the channel. It's free. Helps us out.
That's it.
And give us Chris, give me some comments on the friggin' channel. I want to know if you think Bills are going to the friggin' Super Bowl.
Of course
if they're going to be a 1 seed. Give me a shout, Chris. I want to know. Come on. Willie Johnson, if you're out there, Willie, you're a diehard Bills fan. I know you watch my videos. I want to hear from you, too. Mary Jo, my cousin's a Bills fan. All you Bills fans out there, let us know why you think Buffalo's going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, of course Chris Winstow is going to be saying, yes, the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. He's just like Brad Dillon out there, who's a Dallas Cowboy fan. Dallas goes to the Super Bowl every year.
Every year. In their head, they do.
They just don't ever make it. Every year. For the past 25 years, Dallas going to the Super Bowl.
Every year.
They just don't ever get there. But they're going, but they don't ever get there.
Dallas is already thinking about going to Super Bowl next year. That's repeat.
That's it. That's it. Repeat. We're going, but we just don't ever get there.
Oh my God. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Mike. Enjoy the games. I'll message you throughout the day or whatever. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. I gotta work tomorrow, so we'll see you tomorrow night for Shout Out Mondays. I can't wait to see who loses today. I just hope it ain't my team.
Come on, man. The Bills, man. You need this win right off the bat. You got to be 1-0.
See you guys tomorrow,
All right.
guys. Enjoy your Sunday
See ya.
football. Peace.
See you guys.